So, what is deforestation? Deforestation is the activity of clearing or thinning of forests by human, but this causes impact the environment by losing the biodiversity, increase greenhouse gas emission, and reducing the land fertility or soil erosion. For the current situation, in 2010, Malaysia had 19.8 million hectares of natural forests, covering 87% of Malaysian land area, according to MindBeast. Malaysia is committed to maintain at least 50% of land area into forest and tree cover. As we can see in the data, Malaysia forest reduced to approximately 18.01 million hectares or 54.5% in 2012. Although Malaysia had 11.6 million hectares of permanent reserve forest, this declining rate is still raising a concern, which according to a report, they estimate that between 2017 and 2021, Malaysia deforested 349,000 hectares of forest, which Sarawak and Pahang had the highest rate of deforestation. The main cause are believed to be timber and palm oil plantation. For the future risks, the report analyzed that there are still exist of 438 alerts concerning area at risk of deforestation in the future. These concerning areas are in total of 2.3 million hectares marked for deforestation in Sabah, Sarawak, and Kelantan, and Pahang, which was believed to expand for timber plantation. If that going to happen, the report this is below Malaysia's commitment to maintain 50% of its land as forest cover. So we hope that the Sustainable Development Goal and national policy could help address this issue.
Now I'd like to highlight 3 key Sustainable Development Goals related to deforestation in Malaysia. Adam Farhan from Rainbow Watch has warned that losing forest cover disrupts local weather patterns, leading to more extreme weathers like higher temperature and reduced rainfall. This instability exacerbates climate change, making forest preservation critical for maintaining climate stability, as emphasized by SDG 30, the climate action. Forests in Malaysia are being replaced by timber plantations and convert diverse ecosystems into single-species monocultures like rubber and acacia. This loss of biodiversity and ecosystem services degrades land and natural habitat. SDG 15, Life on Land, emphasizes the importance of preserving natural habitats and biodiversities to support sustainable ecosystems. Malaysia's commitment to maintaining forest cover aligns with international agreements from the Rio Earth Summit. Achieving this requires collaborations from global partners, as called for by SDG 17 Partnerships for the Goals. These partnerships are essential to tackle global challenges like deforestation and ensure sustainable development.
Next will be the Malaysian policies to manage deforestation. The first one is Sustainable Palm Oil Certification, MSPO certification. Malaysia requires palm oil producers to be certified under the Malaysian Sustainable Palm Oil (MSPO) standard, which ensures that palm oil is produced sustainably with minimal environmental impact. Sabah initiatives. Sabah aims to certify all palm oil growers as sustainable by 2025, involving government, industry, and green groups to protect the forest and improve the farming practices. The second one is cap on the palm oil plantation and expansion. In 2019, Malaysia set a 5-year cap on the expansion of palm oil plantation to prevent further deforestation. This policy helps to maintain the existing forest cover. The third one will be Forest Management Certification. Sarawak efforts. Sarawak has reduced timber harvesting and emphasizes certifying forests to ensure that sustainable management. This approach balances timber production with conservation. The next one will be increased penalties for the illegal logging. Malaysia has increased the fines and jail terms for the illegal logging to deter such activities and protect the forest. Reforestation and conservation programs also there, which is the various programs are in place to restore degraded forests and protect biodiversity. These efforts aim to recover the forest area and support the wildlife. Last but not least is the collaborative and international efforts. Heart of Borneo Initiative. Malaysia collaborates with Indonesia and Brunei to conserve the biodiversity of Borneo through sustainable land use and conservation strategies. Commitment to SDGs. Malaysia is committed to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which include targets for the sustainable forest management and reducing the deforestation.
Okay, so my name is Charles Bangabanta. So For my part, I'm going to talk about how do the related SDGs play their role like in managing the selected issue, which is deforestation in Malaysia. So, as you can see, Malaysia has made a significant progress in managing the deforestation and promoting sustainable forestry practice. Like the country's commitment to maintain at least 50% of its land area under forest cover as pledged during the 1992 Earth Summit has been exceeded with current forest at 55.3% as of 2012. So, as you can see from the slide, for number one, the Malaysia policy on forestry, which aims to ensure the systematic management of forests and compliance with sustainable forest management. And number two, the Malaysian Timber, we can see the certification schemes, MTCS, and the Forest Stewardship Council FSC certification, which have successfully certified forest areas in Peninsular Malaysia. And number three, the Malaysian Sustainable Palm Oil MSPO certification scheme, which has significantly curbed the deforestation since 2016. And the last one is the Share Prosperity Visions 2030, which includes the forestry sector in the green economy and promotes the use of technology and equitable distribution of income. So these efforts align with the goal of SDG 13, climate actions, SDG 15, life on land, and SDG 17, which partnership for the goals. Like Malaysia commitments to maintaining the forest cover supports local climate stability while preserving natural habitats and biodiversities. And the country's participations in international initiatives such as the Heart of Borneo and Coral Triangles initiative, like demonstrates its collaborations on global issues related to deforestation and climate change. So that's all from me. Despite these achievements, challenges remain in protecting threatened species and combating illegal logging and poaching. Like continued efforts include strengthening law enforcement, promoting sustainable forest management, and engaging local communities, while we crucial in addressing this issue and ensuring the long-term sustainability of Malaysia forests. So that's all. Thank you.
Hello, madam. My name is Yap Siochi. My metric number is 86081. Today, I will talk about the policy of deforestation in Malaysia. In response to escalating concerns over deforestation in Malaysia, policymakers have outlined a series of critical strategies aimed at safeguarding the nation's natural landscapes and biodiversity. These policies are designed to mitigate the adverse effects of habitat loss, promote sustainable land use practices, and ensure the long-term health of Malaysia's ecosystems. One pivotal policy involves the expansion of protected conservation areas across the country. By increasing the establishment of these zones, such as through initiatives like the Central Forest Spine, Malaysia aims to preserve critical habitats and prevent for the loss of biodiversity. These areas act as sanctuaries, safeguarding native flora and fauna from the enforcement of deforestation activities. Another crucial measure is the cessation of new primary land mining and logging projects within forest regions. Through the enforcement of moratoriums on new concessions and permits, Malaysia seeks to curb direct habitat destruction and fragmentation. This policy aims to protect forest ecosystems from irreversible degradation, ensuring their resilience against environmental pressures. To address rampant illegal activities such as poaching, logging, and mineral extraction, Malaysia is intensifying its forest patrols by deploying extensive surveillance technology and increasing the precision of trade forest rangers. The country aims to deter unlawful practices that contribute to deforestation. This proactive enforcement is crucial in upholding environmental laws and preserving the integrity of Malaysia's natural habitats. Emphasizing comprehensive reforestation strategies represents another cornerstone of Malaysia's approach. Beyond mere tree planting initiatives like the 5 million tree program focus on restoring native species and rebuilding degraded landscape. This effort not only enhance carbon sequestration but also bolster ecosystem resilience, mitigating the impacts of climate change on Malaysia's forests. Lastly, Malaysia is advocating for economic diversification away from reliance on extractive industries. By investing in sustainable technologies, ecotourism, and green sectors, the country aims to shift economic intensive towards environmentally friendly practices. This transition reduces the pressure on natural resources, supports sustainable development goals, and fosters long-term environmental stewardship. In conclusion, the implementation of these policies represents a concerted efforts by Malaysia to address the root causes of deforestation. By promoting sustainable land use practices, enhancing conservation efforts, and diversifying its economy, Malaysia is poised to safeguard its rich natural heritage for future generations. These measures underscore Malaysia's commitment to environmental stewardship and sustainable development in the face of global environmental challenges. That's all from me. Thank you.